Hello everybody, back again with another toy review, and today I'm looking at the G.I. Joe Classified series Ralph Nunchuk Badducci. This character here originally came out with the 90s Ninja Force Joes. He was one of my favorites of that sub-team as a kid, so I'm pretty keen to have a look at what's inside. So let's start with the box. Got loadout here, some nice artwork once again, and a nice digital render of the figure here with these nunchucks in action with a cityscape backdrop. He is number 80 in the line, and then we've got QR code, small little thingy bobby doodads, and then we have his skill set. So let's have a look at that. So from left to right, you have Foot Soldier, and he is a level 1. The second one is melee weapons, and he's a level 3 on that front. The third one is Ninjutsu, and he's a level 1, which is a bit surprising considering he was part of Ninja Force. And then the last one is Martial Arts, and he's level 1, which is also surprising because his secondary specialty of the original figure was Martial Arts instructor, if memory serves me correctly. So back to the back, you gotta look at the head wrap, shoulder, tempo, and the figure. Bit of mumbo jumbo, yada yada, and that's about it. So let's crack into it. Alright, so he's free from his cardboard prison. You got the artwork, a better look at that there, which is quite nice. The figure, let's start with the head. So, head sculpt wise, the eyes are pretty good. You know what, I'm actually going to put a bit more natural light in here because it is quite dark because it's an overcast day. One moment, please. Okay, so you can get a better look at it now. The original figure had cloth goods for his head wrap here, and this is not that. There is some nice detailing on there though. It's got a textured feel to it, but it is quite rigid. The head does spin okay though. But I would have preferred soft goods personally, just to be true to the original figure. You got some webbing here. You got like a smoke bomb or a grenade here. Sheath. Some nice detailing on the upper shoulders. What appears to be a pouch there. He's got butterfly joints here. This allows for some extra articulation. Ab crunch is good. He's basically the same build as a Storm Shadow figure. I don't know if there's much difference. Maybe the gauntlets might be different, and obviously these. But yeah, they've obviously being a ninja, they've given him plenty of articulation. Thigh swivel on both legs. Ankles. His ninja shoes. Yep. In terms of the deco, you know, he is fully camoed out, obviously. He doesn't have a lot of great detailing through here, but it's a nice figure. I'm happy with it. So, let's see how he holds up on the accessories front. So you've got his case, again, number 80, foot locker, whatever you want to call it. And the standard bag of stuff. Now, he's pretty light on in the accessories department, and I'm going to touch on this more in a moment. Now, a little fun fact about our friend here. He helped Snake Eyes train this guy, Kamakura. So yeah. Now, that's all out of the bag. Let's get cracking into it. So first up, you've got this nice sword, curved sword, which I don't think we've seen yet in the line. It might have been repurposed from something, but I don't recall it. It is nice. The paintwork is nice. Cool accessory. Whoops. And then you have another of those as well. A pair, I might call them. Little ninja dagger, which has fallen out of my hand. Nothing exciting. Another knife in the line. Then you have the wrap, or the bandana component, I guess, of his head wrap, I should say, which fits in like so. This little hole in the back should just pop in there pretty easily, and you can move it around. You have it flapping in the wind. It doesn't want to stay in there well, but which is cool. Good for photography purposes. And next up, you have this pair. I can't remember the actual name for these, but we'll call them claws for lack of a better word. Another pair of those. And last but not least is his namesake weaponry, the Nunchucker. These obviously don't have chains in them. They are just soft plastic, and holding them, they're going to bend like that, which could be a problem for posing purposes. So let's kit him out. The little dagger just goes in there. I think that's the right way. Pretty sure it's the blade. Yep, that is the right way. His swords, and there appears to be actually some detailing on here on the end of it. I don't know if it's a dragon. I can't make that out. Some kind of creature. They are just going to slide through here like so. Look pretty cool. Now, I guess with the claws on, you can still put a nunchucker in his hand, so let's find out how these fit. Perhaps they just go over the hands like so, I'm guessing. Oh, they don't want to go on that easy. Okay. Maybe they're a case of taking the hand off. Interesting. Surely they don't grip them. All right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's have a look at the nunchucks in his hand. Oh, these are, yeah, putting these in his hands isn't great. They're really, oh, yeah, they're not a nice accessory. And look at that. It's like he's carrying a club. The only way that you're going to get any kind of like posability out of these, because they're just going to, it doesn't matter if you would heat them up or whatever, they're just going to like return to their original fixed position. That's about it, which doesn't look great, because a pair of nunchucks, obviously you're supposed to be able to wield them both with each hand. So I don't like that. And fortunately, I have something that can fix that. So bear with me and I will show you. Now that is how a nunchuck should look. And that's via Gridiron. And I don't have a pair of these, I only have the one because I actually bought one for Storm Shadow. But that is the way I will be going moving forward, because you can do so much more with that. Even just holding them down like that. If you put them in the air, you can have it swinging behind his back. So yeah, Gridiron Studios is the way to go to upgrade this figure on that front. Now, another thing about Nunchuck is that in later iterations of the figure, he actually was given an Uzi. I think it was like version 3 maybe. And personally, I think a ninja that is fully camoed out and is from Brooklyn would look better with a firearm. And I just took that Uzi from one of the Snake Eyes releases, and that looks dope. So again, another way to give this figure a different dimension is to do that. Or why not try something else different? Considering he's a ninja, it would make sense to give him a silenced weapon. So how about we go this route with this suppressed Mach 10 from Gridiron Studios. He looks like he's going to cause some mischief with that bad boy. So yeah, considering he's light on in accessories somewhat, there is ways to obviously make this figure a whole lot better. And in my Joe Cannon, he will be getting, I'll probably give him this actually over the Uzi, because the Uzi is mainly associated with Snake Eyes. So yes, but if you want a different look, I've got something else here. Might as well give it a bash. And this weapon did have a suppressor, but during a photography shoot, I lost it, unfortunately. Oh yeah, this looks good. That's a Gridiron Studios camo M16 with starlight scope, which for a ninja who works at night, again, another good look. And given the camo look of the figure, yet another way you can boost it. So yeah, that's pretty much him. Let's have a look at him with the swords in hand. I feel like they're going to look, I know they'll look a whole lot better than what the nunchucks. They're nice swords actually. They actually suit the figure quite well with the green bit on the handles there. Or it is actually part of the blade, I should say. Yeah, that's cool. Let's just see how well he poses on the first go. That foot's not in the right position. There you go. Yeah, he's a nice figure. I'm a fan. Despite the gummy looking nunchucks, which you would think, given his namesake and that being, his trademark weapon, you'd think they would have done a better job of that. So that's a bit disappointing, to be honest. Why does this not want to go back in? Accessories are being stubborn now. There we go. So I'm going to try and get those claws on in a moment because I want to see how they look. I remember seeing in the figure photography that you could hold him onto a wall with those. I don't know how true to form that will be. So let's have a look at those claws. So you don't have to take the hands off you, they just do slide over. They're a nice touch. They give him a bit of an extra edge. This thing does fall off though, be mindful of that. There you go, it's back in. Yeah, it's out again. That's going to be annoying, I dare say. Yeah, they kind of make up for the gumminess of the nunchucks. I will say this though, at least all the weapons were straight coming out of the box. Nothing was warped, so that is a bonus. But that is Nunchuck. There's not a lot to him. If you're a fan of ninjas, I think you'll dig him. If you're a fan of the original figure, you're going to dig him. I'm sure some people would have passed on him. I remember seeing people saying like, "Who's Nunchuck?" Never heard of him when he was announced. So yeah, that's him. That's a wrap. If I had to give him a rating out of 5, Well, he's losing a point for this damn thing coming off all the time. You know, I dare say some people will glue that into place just so it's not a pain in the neck, or just leave it sitting down and not touch it. What would I rate him? You know, when you see some of the other figures and the amount of accessories they come with, and this is a total reuse of the Storm Shadow body. Like, there's not a lot of originality to it. Whoops, there he goes. I'd probably give him, even though he's a favorite of mine, I want to give the figure maybe 2.5 sharks out of 5. He has had some posability issues since I got him out of the box. Like, he doesn't want to stand up for whatever reason. He might just be a bit stiff, but he's not losing points for that. But he's definitely losing points for those nunchucks. They're kind of a waste of an accessory. The claws are okay. I expected a bit more from those. The swords I like. I really dig those. The daggers, like, whatever. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. Anyway, thank you for watching. We're not going to drag this one out because there's not a lot to talk about. But if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to check out my other videos. I've got plenty more reviews coming soon. Just waiting on the postman. And that's about it. So thank you again and have yourself a great day. Yo, Joe.